Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. Today was I got to meditate for about an hour and 18 minutes. That was cool. Aside from that, today, man, it was just one of those, just like 100 other days I've had. Just another day. Just going through the motions, like a space filler day. You know? A day that fills the space to get you to work. You just gotta wait, more waiting, till things open up and start shifting and moving again. But it was pleasant, so it was overcast, so it was like dark all day in my room. Hey, I've lived worse days, so I'm not gonna complain about it. But anyway, I don't know if there's how much is going on in the world today. I just was going off on number tangents. I go off on number tangents. I just wonder about things. I wonder if people are using this time to create things that are gonna, add value to your life, other people's lives. Inventing right now, there's a big time for invention because people are just hanging out, just thinking about, this would be really handy if I had something that did this. Oh yeah? Sketch it out. Make it happen. Now's the time. Creation. Pretty sure that's what all them religious books talk about, is creation, creating things, creating positive things, not creating bombs and guns and tools of destruction, things that harm people, take people's lives, take people's essence, take resources from the earth. None of that junk. Things that add positivity into the collective atmosphere. Things that raise people's vibrations, not things that make people feel freaking awful, man. Haven't people lived enough centuries like that? Working for other people. Now it's like now it's like they've taken so much from the general pop that they just blatantly waste it on stuff. This is some of the stuff I look up today. Look up, and I recommend that other people do. Look up the IRS. When I say look up the IRS, look up how many employees are employed by the IRS, and then look at their budget. Then ask yourself, why do that? No, and it's like, okay, I broke it down. I'll give you a hint. It's roughly, if they broke it down, if like every state were the same size and they had the same amount of employees for each state, it'd be 1,500. It's like 78,000 employees for all across the United States, like 1,500, right? And then, in their budget, look at their budget. I'm not going to tell you that because I don't remember, and I don't want to put out wrong information because I already misspeak plenty and then information, and then I watch the playback and go, confounded! I try to correct it, but I don't watch a playback when I do live, so I misspeak, but I'm not going to put the stats on that, but just look it up for yourself. Look how much, and then ask yourself, why do they get that? Well, because they keep building themselves bigger, and it's not just them; it's all the government entities. You drive around downtown. I live in Salem, Oregon. You drive around downtown right now. Look at all of the buildings downtown that are getting renovated and upgraded and modernized and all that. They're getting an $80 million police station down there, and there's like 150 cops, but there's homeless people everywhere. It's just the math is off, and it's all that imbalance that is coming back around. The egos are freaking they're squirming out big time. Well, the revolution is, it's always going on. People are always standing up for what they believe in, but there's like energetic potentials and pockets of when people's astrology stirs. It's like their DNA wakes up, I gotta stand up and believe in something. So there's a pocket of people doing that up in Michigan. Yeah, they don't like the rules. Think they're a little unfair, so they're honking in the streets in their big dumb trucks. Honking and waving their flags. You know, that's the thing, is everybody has creativity in them. Even the controllers have creativity in them. Look, look at all the rules that they're creating. Look at that. Look how the rules that fit for these groups and not these groups, and it goes for these people and not the. Oh, they're creating rules everywhere. They're just losing track of, you know, the Constitution and justice and things like that. You know, things like that. Free will. You know, things like that. I just think it's really interesting that it doesn't. There's like 3 storylines going on about how all this stuff started, and to me, it doesn't really matter how any of it started. But the thing of it is, it started because of low vibrational behavior. It started because either somebody was dastardly, somebody was dirty, or somebody was greedy. That's low vibrational behavior. So as a result of it, that, you know, it's like eye for eye. That's what karma is. You don't get to treat the earth and use her like a freaking you know, like men like to use the resource of all good women, you know, just use her and just gross. You don't get to do that and it be okay year after year, decade after decade, century after century. Taking. You don't get to do that without consequence. And, you know, every now and again, we get a consequence. Act right. Don't be dirty, pervy pigs. It's low vibrational behavior. And I'm here to help teach people how to freaking figure out who's for you and who's not. You know already. That's the thing, is people know. But then they start thinking about with their ego, and it's like, oh, well, the things that really matter are money, property, and prestige. But now you start looking about the people who have that. You don't want to be known and running around the circles that they're running in, because you don't want, once people start figuring out, you know, what they're really doing and what they're really about, people are going to be like, yeah, I never really liked him anyway. You know, the truth, it's like a sliver, comes out, festers. You can't bury it. You can't hide it. And there's 2020, the year of clear vision. There's tells. People have tells. I'm not much of a gambler. Kenny Rogers just transitioned. I'm not much of a gambler, but I have always studied people and human nature. I just have watched people. I'm just like, and just like sometimes when people talk and things like that, I just wonder how other people are buying this stuff. How are they buying it? Benny's having a dream. I hope he's winning. Yeah, Tucker's over here sawing lots. Benny's back there. You know, people have tells, and they might not know it. I do. I have tells. That's why I don't lie. I try not to lie. I just assume deal with the consequences, or even better yet, don't do the behavior to begin with. It's just easier to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble. It's not fun anymore. I've been in trouble and I didn't even deserve to be in trouble. But people want to make an example out of me because I got a strong character and a strong personality. People don't like that. Not when they feel so small. But they have the power to dance, make you dance, puppet dance. You know, and they think that they're freaking like, I mean, yeah, they're making things life sucky for me, but it's just more of the same. They're just giving me more evidence. You know, I'm just recording everything about them. You know, a lot of guys like that, act like that, have really common names because they're a dime a dozen. A lot of Johns, a lot of Davids, a lot of Matts. Yeah. I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying that I haven't crossed their paths of the exceptional vibe with those names. I know they exist. I just haven't crossed paths with them. And if I think about it, maybe I have. You know? So, is anybody in the chat today? One person got... Nope. Alright. well, alright, that's about all I got then. I did make a couple notes, so if there's anything significant, maybe I'll talk about that before I wrap it up. It's getting kind of long, though. I'll wrap it up on this. You're really gonna figure out right now who what's the word? Who really the true-hearted people are, the authentic people are right now, because what I'm finding out, because, like, I don't know, I think it's interesting that people can't do all the festivals and all that, like Sedona. That stuff makes my third eye twitch, and that stuff isn't going on either. Things are going to start opening up. I just hope that they keep in mind that, you know, that there's, just because that you can do things, just because you want to do things, doesn't mean you always have to, you know. Anyway, the world is changing and it is getting better, because I'm not going to look at it as worse. I lived the hard years of my life. I'm not going to keep living the hard years. I'm just going to enjoy myself and watch the show. So, anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.